back. Today we're going to revisit my 2022 goals, see what I accomplished, see what I didn't, what I need to continue to work on, and we'll look at my goals for 2023. So 2022 was a very busy year, especially my summer. Goals were to check my planner every day. Did not make that goal. And I'm not surprised. That's a goal that's been kind of ongoing for me. Also, my Bible study every day also was not an accomplishment. I did keep it up for about a month, and then it just got too busy. Also, videos 1 to 2 times a week, did not make that goal either. My lessons daily did not happen. And working on projects consistently also did not happen. So those were kind of fails in the goal section. Some goals that I really did well at were my concerts. I made it to all but Kid Rock for the concerts. Some concerts changed. Cole Swindell was with Lainey Wilson at the Jackson County Fair. Her father was ill, so she was not able to make it, but Cole Swindell was there. Toby Keith, as if you're a Toby Keith fan, you know he was battling cancer and was not able to tour, so he was replaced by Dustin Lynch, and we did go to that concert. Also made it out to the Iowa State Fair. That goal was added later, and we saw Keith Urban and Carrie Underwood there. The May concert from Kenny Chesney that was supposed to happen 2 years ago or 3 years ago actually happened. There was one change. Florida Georgia Line was not able to be part of the lineup. They originally were when I bought the original tickets, and I was a bit disappointed that they were not going to be there. Dan and Shay took their place, or no. I'm not sure if Dan and Shay took their place or if Carly Pierce took their place. But Old Dominion was there, and it was a wonderful show. Had a great time on that. Grand Garden Show. It happened in 2022. I went. It was fabulous. I absolutely loved every bit of it. It was lots of good information about new plants coming out, good information on how to grow our plants and group them and all of that. It was excellent show. Got to meet Laura from Garden Answer and Jenny from Gardening with Creekside and both of their husbands, and just absolutely the best bucket list trip ever, and I got to do that. Also, video goals, as we talked, I did not get those totally accomplished. So, what do I have planned for 2023? Let's start off with the Grand Garden Show. I was all signed up for it and was waiting for the email because they said you sign up now, we'll send you the email to pay. You're not paying right away. And the email came, and it was an apology that they had to cancel. They're not being real specific about why they're canceling. It's kind of generic. They said there were lots of different things that didn't come together the way they needed them to for the Grand Garden Show to happen. They really did not say whether they would have one next year. I heard something about they're going to do a survey of, are there other venues you would want to use for it, and so on and so forth. Mackinac Island's to get to the ferry to cross to there is about 8 hours from my house, so it's actually one of the most convenient places. Plus, it's driving wise, it is not terrible. It's not a huge city where you get to the ferries to cross to Mackinac Island, and so I'm not sure if there's anywhere else I would want it to be, and I'm not sure that I would be able to attend anywhere else. So we will see what the future brings on that. Other goals. These are really related a lot to my gardening. I want to use my patio more, use my chases more. I have a separate small patio with pavers that has 2 chase lounges on it. I want to use that more. I find that I'm not using these areas as much as I would like to. They're nice, relaxing areas, but I am spending so much time gardening that by the time the evening comes when I would be using these, a lot of times I'm not even thinking about it. So need to work on that. Also on that same vein, during the summer, I like to sit outside and read books, and I would read those in the chases. I need to do more of that. I usually do at least one summer book that I will read while we're camping or while I'm sitting outside enjoying the weather. And I actually got a book read this past summer, so I will need to find another summer book for next summer, but need to read it in the chases more. And going camping more this year. We did not do that near as much this year as we wanted to. Other things got in the way, so I'm going to reprioritize some things so that we can do that. I need to declutter every room of my house. The Minimal Mom and Clutterbug have wonderful videos about decluttering and a little bit of minimalizing. I'm really not a minimalist. I don't know that I could even go to that extreme. But the Clutterbug's really good about, if you're not using it, get rid of it. She's not really saying that you have to minimalize, but just get rid of what you're not using. Garden. I need to run drip to my lilac bed. I'm going to start seeds this year again. I'm going to start them earlier so that I have better luck with that. The ranunculus, I started those last year, and I think I left them in the tray too long. When I transplanted them to the pots, they died. So I'm going to just put them in the pots right from the get-go so that I don't have to transplant anything. I'm going to start my dahlias again, but I'm going to start them a little earlier. I'm going to plant sunflowers this year. I have had the goal of planting sunflowers for the last several years, and just it seems like the time to plant them comes and goes, and I don't have them in the ground, and it's too late. So this year we're going to get that done. Need to remember to fertilize every 2 weeks. I'm going to have to put something on my phone or something to remind me to do that. I'm not real good about that. I do use the Osmocote, which is a slow release fertilizer, and so that helps, but I think if I added some instant fertilizer, it would also help. Going to try growing herbs and lettuce this year. I do have an couple elevated tubs I'm going to do the lettuce in. Other years I've planted it and it just doesn't, either it doesn't germinate or something eats it before I even notice them. I've not grown green beans in a long time, but we're going to do that this year. I'm going to try growing carrots, and again I'm going to grow I'm going to grow tomatoes. I'm getting low on my tomato juice, so I need to can some of that. And also with my channel, I'm going to put down for weekly videos and making more albums and expanding my Etsy shop. So hopefully this year we can knock off some more of these goals. So instead of my planner for my goal sheets, I am going to use a separate book. Now this is what I used for my planner cover last year. It was 1 year Happy Planner made customized planner covers that you get your name on, and they don't put a year on them, so I'm going to use this. I've already added a few pages to this so that if I need to write extra notes or something, I have that. I'm going to put my 2022 goals in here, and I'm going to put my 2023 goals. And I'm going to make a lot of my planning just kind of centered on this. Let's okay. I'm going to use these folders that I haven't used yet, so I'm going to use these as dividers in this. Alright, so behind the goals, I'm going to put this divider. And behind that, I'm going to put these project pages. Then we're going to put another let's use this one. And I think I'll put this one in next. Behind here, we're just going to put some of these checklist sheets in case we decide we need a checklist. And I have some half pages here I'm going to put in. We'll put those in the front here in case I need to make a quick list. And I have some more half pages elsewhere that I can also add to here if I need to. So I will keep this upstairs so that I have my project lists. I have more project pages if I need to add to this. And I probably will add some projects that are more garden. These are, I think, house related. Yeah. So I do need to put some project pages in for the garden too. So we will use these garden ones here. This back here. And up between there. And then I need to get more project pages. Looks like I only have one of those left. Let's see if I have some somewhere else. These are a different looking project page. I think maybe we'll use these for gardening projects. And use these for the house projects. And then we can delineate a little easier just by the site of whether it's a house project or a garden project. All right, and I will fill that out for the garden projects later. And I think we have our goal tool for 2023. And let me know if you make goals. Used to call them resolutions. Resolutions, just, I don't like the word. Goals is something that is attainable and something that you don't necessarily have to finish in that year. You can move goals from one year to the next without feeling bad about it. You have as many goals as you are humanly able to accomplish, and we tend to over goal and over plan, and just, you don't need to feel bad about that. Just keep moving on and move the goals from year to year. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below. Do you do goals? Do you do resolutions? And I will see you next time. Happy planning, everyone.